So if you missed it, Viz Media CEO Ken Sasaki dropped some big news yesterday. They announced Viz Manga, which is actually pretty exciting. It's a new app and subscription service. It will feature over 10,000 chapters of manga from various genres. Now, crazy enough, it already has over 500,000 downloads in one day. So suffice it to say, it's very successful. Of the 10,000 chapters available, some pretty popular mangas like Komi Can't Communicate, Zom 100, Alice in Borderlands, Nana, Inuyasha, and much more are featured on the app. The Viz Manga subscription service will cost a whopping $1.99, which is ridiculously cheap if you consider the cost of your average manga, which is $10 to $13 in case you were wondering. Of course, though, it most likely won't stay at that price forever, as the Shonen Jump App's cost was raised 50% to $2.99 just this January. Like seriously, the audacity of Viz Media to increase the price 50% after giving it to us for $1.99 the last few years.
In this economy?
Then again, recently the price of eggs started going down, so I think we can afford the extra $1 now. Oh, and just as an FYI, this will be a separate subscription from the Shonen Jump app. You will have to pay for both individually. Yeah, that kind of does suck. Even though it is 2 individual applications that you now have to have on your phone, you will not have to create a new Viz Media account. It will work on both. Now, another pretty huge perk included with the subscription is the fact that 15 of the titles will be available for English readers the same day as Japanese readers, which is obviously a really big thing. Now, with this app just releasing, they are going to continually update the app, add new titles, and add your popular manga that you are looking to read. It's just going to take a little bit, so just have some patience at the moment. Of course, with any new big thing, there are always downsides, and here are some that are worth mentioning. With simulpublication coming the same day as the Japanese, rough English translations may become a constant issue, given they're pushing it out so fast, and this seems to be a constant worry among fans. Now, while looking at Viz Media's Twitter announcement, I was reading some of the comments just to kind of gauge how people were feeling about this service, and the majority were pretty happy about it. But then I actually came across a comment from Sen here stating, "Why are some of the titles not on the app but are on the website?" And Viz Media replied saying, "Some of the more mature titles are only available on the website." Now on the bottom there from Holly, you can see an example of an upset fan stating, "What is the point of having an app if I'm going to have to use the website anyways? What is the logic here?" Now the reason mature content isn't allowed on the app is usually due to user guidelines from whatever service they're providing their app on, whether it's iOS or the Play Store for Google, for example. So the frustrations might be kind of misplaced in that sense. That might not be Viz Media's fault. I'm sure they would add it if they could. Probably the biggest downside to the app at the moment, and disappointing a lot of people, is the fact that it's only available in the United States and Canada right now. They are slowly working on getting it into other regions, and this is obviously met with a lot of disappointment from fans all across the world.
This is unacceptable!
So I do believe once more money rolls in from this subscription service and they raise the price eventually, we'll probably start seeing more regions pop up left and right. And of course, another pretty big issue that a lot of people are upset about is the fact that they have to have 2 apps. Obviously, not having a combined library is definitely a little annoying, but at the same time, they're still providing a really great service, so I don't feel like you can complain too much there. The thing that I found really weird about the fact that it is separate apps is the fact that it costs money to run an app. So why would you be paying for 2 different apps when you can just have them together?
That doesn't make sense.
But who knows? Maybe eventually they'll merge both apps and we'll only have to pay 1 subscription fee. I personally feel that makes the most sense, but I don't think we'll see that happen for a while. In case you were wondering, the Shonen Jump app and the Viz Manga apps were created to deal with the ongoing piracy issue that is costing the manga industry billions of dollars. Now with the Viz Manga app offering some pretty popular titles, I do expect this to kind of dwindle down some of the piracy issues, but I don't think it's going to overall fix the entire issue, because at the end of the day, if it costs money, some people are just going to be cheap regardless of how much it costs and still pirate it. So quickly, I did want to explore the Viz Manga app, which is relatively pretty similar to the Shonen Jump app. It has the same outline, pretty much everything is in the same place, especially features like the latest free chapters section featuring popular manga titles, the favorite section giving you easy access to what you're currently reading, as well as your downloads and purchase sections, which are usually pretty common. Now honestly, this is my first time even downloading either one of these apps, and I found them very easy to use. I think the apps run very smoothly, which is really nice, especially if you have to pay for a service, you want something to run very smoothly. And I'm not much of a manga person personally, so that's why I've never downloaded the app. I just found this topic interesting and I wanted to talk about it in a video, but overall, I think the app is really nice and I think the price is just perfect. When you download the app and go to subscribe for the service, it does give you this section called subscription details, and it gives you multiple different bullet points of information about the subscription. For example, for only $1.99 a month, unlock up to 100 chapters every day from the Viz Manga library of 10,000 plus manga chapters. Now also in the subscription service section, they did put this note stating many graphic novels available for sale in the Viz Manga app are not included in your subscription. Also, the following series included in your Viz Manga subscription are missing chapters, and it's just all kinds of different things, which kind of makes sense. It's a new app, so they're still actively updating things. I think the most important note here is the fact that many graphic novels will be available for sale, but not included in your app subscription. And if you're wondering why a lot of the graphic novels are not available and they're just for sale, that's how they're going to make a good majority of their money and keep it at a pretty cheap subscription price. So my final thoughts about the Viz Manga app. While not perfect, the Viz Manga app offers lots of perks at a very attractive and friendly entry price. In my opinion, it's worth checking out for $2 to see if it's worth it for you. Make sure to let me know in the comments, will you be downloading the Viz Manga app, as well as your thoughts and opinions on the situation. For now though, I'll see you guys in the next video.